Yo, what is up there, guys? Ed the Wiz back at it again for another video, and in this one I'm going to be giving you the complete step-by-step guide on how to create the Pegaslick Dream Eater. And that's why we're over here in Traverse Town, because of course before anything what we need to do is go ahead and get the recipe. And this is probably the easiest method to go ahead and get the recipe is by doing the Flick Rush challenges. So if we go into the Moogle shop right over here, you're going to see that the recipe isn't on the screen as of right now because I already went ahead and purchased it, but it should cost around 300 jewels. And getting the jewels is pretty darn simple. All you're going to have to do is go ahead and compete in some of the Flick Rush challenges right over here. They're super easy. All you have to do is like the first two, maybe around like 3 to 4 times. So it should take maybe like 10 minutes max. And once you get enough medals, you can go ahead and purchase the Pegaslick recipe. Alright, so if we take a look at the list, what we're going to be needing is some Lofty Fancy and some Dual Set Fancy. So the first thing we're going to be going after is the Lofty Fancy, and the way you get Lofty Fancy is by defeating enemies such as the Pegaslick itself. Alright, so now we're here in the Symphony of Sorcery world with Riku. For this method, you can either use Riku or Sora, it doesn't really matter. But what we're going to be doing is making our way down over here and heading outside. And once we do so, what we're going to be doing is going all the way to the corner of the hilltop over here and fighting some of the Pegaslick Dream Eaters. And with this method, you have at least 3 shots to go ahead and get a Lofty Fancy. So what we're going to be doing is just making our way down over here, beating up some of these bad guys, and you get, again, 3 shots to go ahead and do so. So let's just take care of them right now. And as you can clearly see, I just got a Lofty Fancy, and again, all I have to do is just go back all the way inside over here and then head right back out and just continue this method until I get enough Lofty Fancy that I need. So next up on the list, what we need is the Dual Set Fancy. And in order to get that, what we're going to be doing is going after the Kiba Tiger. There's 2 different ways about going it, one for Sora and one for Riku. The first one I'm going to be showing you is Sora's method. Alright, so with Sora's method, we're going to be entering the world that never was. We're going to be making our way down over here, and with Sora's method, you get at least 6 chances to get a Dual Set Fancy by going after the Kiba Tiger. So in this spot right over here, we got 2 Kiba Tigers right over here. We're going to knock them out a little bit. Now for this one, I'm going to be skipping these guys because we don't really need to fight them. That will make the video a little bit longer. So once we go after this method, we're going to be making our way down right over here to the middle area, and boom, 2 more Kiba Tigers will indeed appear. And once we do that, we're just going to be making our way a little bit more further down, and 2 more Kiba Tigers will appear. Sora's method, I would say, is a little bit more on the chaotic side because there are a lot of bad guys right over here that you have to go through. But boom, once you beat up all these guys, basically what you're going to be doing is making your way all the way back to where we started, enter the world map, exit the world, and then re-enter the world and do the exact same thing just like that. Next up, what we're going to be checking out is Riku's method. So just like Sora, we're going to be making our way to the world that never was, entering this area right over here, going down this hallway where we will see that at least 2 Kiba Tigers pop up right over here. But again, I'm just going to be going ahead and skipping these guys to save us time with the video. So boom, we're just going to be making our way all the way down this hallway right over here. Gotta do a little bit of flow motion action to make our way down there. You gotta love flow motion in this game. Makes things go by real fast, which is really convenient. So boom, we're almost at the end of this hallway, and as we can clearly see, we will have at least 2 Kiba Tigers appear, and what you're gonna do is beat them up right over here. So as you can clearly see, with Riku's method, you get at least 4 chances to get a Dual Set Fancy from defeating the Kiba Tiger. As with Sora's method, you get 6 chances. Again, Sora's method is a little bit more on the chaotic side. I think Riku is a little bit more easier to go ahead and do, but it all depends on what you want to go for. So there you go, you got 2 shots to go ahead and do this. You can either do it Sora's method or Riku's method. And again, for Riku, you're just going to be making your way to your safe spot, exit the world, then re-enter the world, and do the whole step-by-step process all over again. Alright, so now that we have all the pieces that we need, boom, we are right over here in the Musketeer world, and what we're going to be doing now is, of course, going ahead and creating the Dream Eater. But before we do that, there's some very important stuff that we need to go over, and this is a very helpful hint that I'm giving you guys to create Dream Eater. So what we're going to be doing is, of course, clicking on the start button, and then boom, as you can see on the forecast, it says risky winds, dangerous, drop speed. That's the world that we're in right now. That's the forecast, and you always want to make Dream Eaters when it says risky winds. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, because when you go ahead and try to create a Dream Eater on a day of risky winds, it boosts your Dream Eater level level by 1. So say for example, the most you can get out of your Dream Eater is like a rank B. Well, if you do it on a risky win day, that rank B will become a rank A. Alright, so we are ready now to create the Pegaslick Dream Eater. I've already gathered a ton of Lofty Fancy and Dual Set Fancy, and when it comes to making Dream Eaters, I always like to make it a Star Class Dream Eater, and like I always say, if I'm going to make something, it might as well be the best that it could possibly be. So if we look over here, it seems as though we're going to need at least 15 Lofty Fancy and 20 Dual Set Fancy in order to create the Star Class Dream Eater. So why don't we go ahead and make this bad boy happen. Click OK, create this spirit, looking good, and oh boy, here comes the magic. Alright, it's what we all been waiting for. Boom, as you can clearly see, we got our Pegaslick, and man, is he looking fresh. He's looking absolutely good. Check out those stats. Level 41, Thunderstorm, Blink Point 0, of course. Give your spirit a nickname. When it comes to nicknames, I don't really like to do nicknames. I just like to keep it the name that it originally has. I'm perfectly good with that. So boom, we've got our guy. He's ready for action. Go ahead and click OK. Now what we're going to be doing, of course, is heading back and switching out some of my current Dream Eaters with the new Dream Eater that we just got. So let me just switch these guys around real quick. Boom, do it like so, get that out of there, put Halibert in there, and boom, the Pegaslick. Oh man, he's looking good. Never forget, kids, it's always important to take care of your pets and all that great stuff, even if it's a Pegasus. Man, does this guy look awesome. So now what we're going to be doing is checking out his ability links to see if it was really worth all the trouble. So let's start this off. What we got over here is Prism Windmill, Light Screen, Magic Haze, Sparaka, Magic Haze, Level Up, Link, Sparaga. Let's see what else. Light Screen, Magic Haze, going down over here. Defense Boost, Link, Air Combo Plus, that's always a good thing. Light Screen, and HP Boost. So there's not too many crazy things going on over here with Pegaslick, but nonetheless, he's a pretty cool Dream Eater. He kind of reminds me of, Pegasus from Hercules, that great movie that we all know and love. So guys, that's basically it for this video. I hope you found it pretty informative. You enjoy going ahead and creating your Pegaslick Dream Eater. So guys, if you liked the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, as that really helps me out. And until next time, guys, I'm gonna say, bye, pal. I'll see you real soon.